I mean, how would I know that?
See, my point is you told me to tell you a story, and now you're doing this whole bit, and I don't even know what's
I'm
going on.
not doing a bit. I'm on the phone with somebody right now.
No, you're not.
They're from 1989. Can you just wait? Well, I know you've waited years. Well, go ahead.
Is it the old guy with the DeLorean?
What is it, Thursday? Not that it matters. Nobody knows out in internet land what's a Thursday, what's a Wednesday. But Monday was President's Day. And I find it funny. We were discussing things at our favorite coffee shop.
And I had a thought too, but I didn't say it to you.
Uh-oh.
There should also be a Dead President's Day. Not to
Well,
be
that's
dark.
dark. That's
Immediately,
very
but-
dark.
No, but what we were talking about was like assassination attempts of Reagan and whatnot, Barack Obama's aliens.
There's definitely a presidential theme.
Funny thing about the Obama alien nonsense, and I think it's just another distraction in a long list of distractions, but most of the idiots over my lifetime that I've tried to convince, hey, you're dumb if you don't think there are other entities in the universe, right? All of them, they don't believe anything like that. Most of them all lean to the I voted for Obama side. And the fact that that guy said that makes me chuckle because they're probably at home going, son of a bitch, Yeah, mind blown, right? Anyway, it's funny to me because they're
incredible.
that ridiculous.
So I watched only an excerpt from the podcast. I didn't watch the whole 2 hours or 1 hour. Honestly, I just don't have the attention span. Honestly, more than 40 minutes. And
him?
Oh, no, not with him specifically, just in general. It's really hard for me to stay focused more than 40 minutes.
Which podcast you talking about?
The podcast recently with Barack Obama, where he talks about.
Yeah, whatever that interview was.
It was with a guy named Cohen, was it? Anyway, I never heard of the podcast. There's a lot of podcasts. There's too many podcasts out there, for one thing. There's way too many. Here's another. Anyway, what's interesting about that is I love the fact that he essentially said, well, yeah, there's aliens, but I haven't seen one.
But there's not aliens.
And what's that place called? What's that place called? Area 52? No, Area 51. You know what the place is called. You know what the place is called.
He's so folksy.
Well, it's like I totally get it. If I'm president of the United States and I have insight into aliens, and I think of, an 89-year-old Lucille Walker in Chicago or something, I don't want to tell her that because she runs out to the store.
Yeah.
She buys a bunch of bottled water, probably Ajax for I don't even know what reason. And, they coming, baby. They coming. If the president's saying it, they coming.
I think it's more childish than that.
I'm listening.
Because there's been a bunch of talk lately that Donald Trump was going to be the guy that finally says it, right? So this guy, well, I've got to preempt that. I'm going to be the guy that says it. I really think think about it. I consider politicians to be nothing more than the guys in high school. They got everything for free.
They're one-uppers, right?
Yeah, it's like, just come on, man. It's like you had all that whole time you were president to say it and you'd never said anything. And now that you think somebody else is going to say it, I'm going to come out there and say, oh, well, there is.
Barack Obama admitting this is unusual. Now, whether they had intelligence that Trump was planning, because apparently this is based off of his daughter-in-law, Laura Trump.
I've seen clips in the news, the guys in that community, the UFO community, thinking for some reason because of the fervor so hot right now that Donald Trump was going to actually be the guy to do it.
I mean, he would spill the beans. I mean, he's good at that.
I wish he would. If it's
spills
really
the beans and then markets the beans.
If it's not true, then I don't want him to say it.
I was about to say, I don't think he would say it if it's not true. But then we'll get hate mail.
Remember one things we discussed, and I'm not trying to derail us onto a whole thing, but the clowns with the flat earth, right? We're not going to go down because that's fucking just, I can't handle that. If I ever find out that there is a flat earth, then I'm going to have to rethink everything. But having said that, for whatever the bullshit they're throwing at you is, let's say you found out tomorrow.
Yeah.
Legitimately, just like this table is sitting here and we're sitting at this table, that there was a flat earth. You're still going to have to go out the same front door on the same street to go wherever it is you go and do whatever it is you do. Is it really going to change your life that much?
I'm gonna have a problem with airline prices
Well, right on, but I'm saying
because I'm gonna kind of feel like
I
I've been
think it's
taken
all
a
just
little
a
bit.
bunch of hoopla, made up bullshit.
Distractions.
Maybe I'm wrong, but
Dude, I don't think the Earth's flat. I actually I don't understand that theory.
that's a whole podcast by itself.
Flat
Because
earthers and the flat Earth.
yes, because dude, you know what field I used to work in, a technological field. I know all about global positioning. If we're gonna have that conversation where you're gonna tell me that every freaking military contractor, Navy, Air Force, Boeing, everybody, people that build fucking P-Rose for Boudreaux in Lafayette, all use GPS. And you're going to tell me that's all nonsense and that technology is really just fake? Because that would have to be fake, right?
It wasn't nonsense when we saw those missiles being fired, man. They sure seemed to have a pretty good grasp of where shit was located.
A global fake technology. Fake technology to hide the fact that the Earth is flat and that there's a fucking ice wall.
Oh, is that what they're saying?
Supposedly, we're like in a big giant flying pizza with an ice wall around it, you know, keeping the oceans in.
Some Game of Thrones shit.
All I'm saying is what's underneath that flying pizza.
Earth's not flat, and if it is, I'll adapt and act accordingly. Let's go back to the aliens thing. I think that's a major revelation because let's face it, I know he kind of retracted the statement or tried to soften it afterwards. Like, I think he said something along the lines of, in the spirit of the podcast. But when I watched it, and I would love like one of those body language experts to read it. Because then again, they're politicians. They've probably been literally trained to I'm not just saying this. I know we sound like conspiracy theorists. I guarantee politicians have learned to not expose themselves through idiosyncrasies or, you know, grabbing your ear or touching your face, which normally...
Or is all of that the part that they float out there for you to pay attention to, and then they can make you think, oh, look, he did it.
Well, there's misdirection.
Yeah, it's like complete. That's what I'm saying.
But bottom line is when I saw it, I saw someone who had momentarily forgotten the way to the world. I mean, that's not like a first question. That's a question you're like, all right, let's disarm him. Let's talk about what he likes to do now. What's your dog's name? It's kind of like Howard Stern. I love Howard Stern, right?
Yeah.
And Howard Stern is a master interviewer.
I think he's nuts, but that's a whole other
thing. He's kind of...
I used to listen to that guy religiously, man. But you know the old cliche jump the shark, the Fonzie thing? Howard, man. He used to be like so...
Howard rode the shark, man. I mean,
he was the shark, and then
he wasn't.
And then he wasn't. Like, I don't know what the hell.
That fucking house in the Hamptons. I think it was like $30 million.
You had to play along with all of the lunatics that live up there.
He's the only one who made money from Sirius. I mean, like, who the fuck listens to Sirius Radio? What is Sirius? Is that what they had before podcasts?
His contract was something like $120 million.
Something insane, like an insane amount. I mean, yeah. All right, so to go back,
Barack Obama, about the Obama alien thing.
Right. The way Barack Obama said it was kind of like, yeah, aliens exist, but I've never seen one. And I felt like he still was being coy. Like, yeah, you've never seen one, a live one. And area, what's it called? 52?
It's just disingenuous, dude. There's nobody that doesn't know what area fucking 51 is.
Everybody knows it. It's on the tip of the tongue.
My mom said we curse too much, by the way.
Yeah,
I think that's funny.
Well, my wife said the same thing. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's like, that's bullshit.
I can't help it. I'm from New Orleans.
Yeah. But regardless, we all knew there was fucking aliens. Anyone who doesn't believe there's aliens probably, I don't even know. I don't even have anything snarky to say about that. I mean, we also go to a corporate coffee house where we see them every day, dwelling.
I think there's less chance that there's not aliens than there is.
Has to be. I mean, look at Wi-Fi technology. Okay, so it's kind of a President's Day special we have here. It's a special podcast because you brought up something interesting, which I hadn't thought of, but then I started kind of thinking on.
You talk about the Hinckley thing?
Yeah, but so...
Well, let me tell you why.
Yeah, tell me about that. I want to know.
So I watch a lot of YouTube because I'm, like I said, anybody that knows me knows I cook Indian food, and I fucking watch everything having to do with that and music stuff, obviously. But you know, you stumble across shit in your feed. You click on one thing, and the next day you got 500 videos that you would have never watched whatever.
The algorithm.
And I don't know. I don't remember how I got here, man, but I'm watching this thing and it's talking about Hinckley and him creeping on Jodie Foster from the time she was like a 14-year-old or whatever it was in the movie Taxi Driver, famous movie Taxi Driver with De Niro. And, you know, this guy's basically, can I say pedoing out on some 14-year-old actress, whatever she was at the time?
Just saying, we'll beep it out and they'll know. Starts with a P, involves children. What is it?
A predator.
Predator. That's even
He's
better.
a dirty predator.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that going on lately. Anyway, so apparently he was enamored, shall I say, with this 15-year-old chick and wanted to impress her. So that was his rationale for shooting Ronald Reagan, you know, and that's what he said. Like, and then so anyway, long story short, they locked this specimen up for 30 friggin' years. He's out now.
Has a YouTube channel, I heard.
That's what I'm getting at. This motherfucker who, first of all, was child predation on his mind, wanting to impress said target. This guy is now out, has a YouTube channel where he sings his bullshit.
See, I haven't seen it.
Oh my God, it's fucking, it's a disaster. He sings his folky Bob Dylan sounding shit. And I'm watching this and I'm going, this is the same platform that tells me I can't say the correct word for
so it's interesting not to go on a tyrant, but
you know what I mean?
100%. So last episode's recommended album was Mechanical Animals by Marilyn Manson, and I always kind of preface with, I know Marilyn Manson is a lot of things. You know, he's had a lot of lawsuits and court cases.
Totally.
I don't really know what he was into in his private life. I'm talking about his artistic life. The album Hollywood was interesting because this was right after Mechanical Animals, which is kind of a glam rock thing. Don't worry, this ties in. And he was blamed for the Columbine situation. He was basically blamed for everything. They finally had an excuse to pin something on him, even though the people who were involved, the kids who were involved, rather, in Columbine, did not like Marilyn Manson at all. In the event, they kind of blamed him, and he kind of went undercover.
Right.
So I say all that to say the album talks about celebrity, the obsession with celebrity, how people are rewarded when they do something crazy, especially if they KILL
they want
somebody.
Their name said in the friggin' news.
But the media rewards them.
Totally.
They put them all over the TV. That's one way to do it.
Bro.
You can be on the cover of the New York Times or make a story on the cover of the New York Times.
Right.
It actually happened to me. Or you can do something awful.
If you're not careful, it might happen again.
Well, you can do something awful or tragic, and somehow it captures the imagination of the public, Bonnie and Clyde style and all this.
You've seen the famous movie Natural Born Killers, right?
Of course.
That's basically it. It's like they're glorified.
Right.
They're on rampage and everybody loves them.
Related to kind of Marilyn Manson because I think Trent Reznor contributed to the soundtrack. So I say all that Trent Reznor of Nine Inch Nails, for those of you who don't know, remember, or are looking to find something to listen to of substance.
It's one of those things you have to see.
Probably have it on Betamax, all these obscure formats. Then again, retro formats are in again, right? Everybody's
it might
listening.
have started Betamax.
I mean, everybody's into retro formats. VHS now, it's a whole thing. I haven't seen it. I need to watch it. Maybe that'll be this week's homework assignment for film. Remember, we talked about this briefly at our boozy lunch. The parallels between that and also the other celebrity-obsessed KILLER, which apparently the top podcasts, by the way, are true crime now. Recently with these Epstein files, like everybody's like, oh my God, there were other billionaires. It's like, who do you think this guy hangs out with? There's going to be billionaires.
He started out as a financier, and basically it was a blackmail scheme. You get these people on the hook, find out what their vice is. You get them on the hook and extort money from them. I mean, the guy, I don't really keep up with this bullshit because these people need to be done away with, if you ask me. But what's the famous guy that's about to go down? Wexner? Les Wexner? Les Wexner.
Who's a fellow billionaire.
Victoria's Secret guy. Why did he sign over all of his wealth to Jeffrey Epstein?
$70 million house or something?
Something like that. Like, but his whole thing was worth billions.
He did it because the guy was such a sweet dude. He was so
Right.
poor. He wanted to
you
adopt
see-
him and take care of him.
Speaking of uncomfortable, Hillary being interviewed in Europe and oh, we don't really have any ties with him. I'm looking at her like, man, do you believe these words coming out of your own mouth? Because nobody else does, lady.
Why can't you just be transparent? I mean, think about all the people you know and
Because
associates. Yeah, we went to his island. We hung out at his house. He
well, she's
seemed like a
well,
nice guy, but he's
Bill
not.
only used his plane for charity events. I'm like, dude,
Who cares if Bill used his plane whenever the fuck he wanted? Like,
I'm
I'm
just
not
saying
defending.
they're all so full of shit. You can smell it.
They're afraid. But
Good.
it's like this. I mean, there's a lot of people, if you look at your daily life, you come in contact with. Just because you come in contact with them doesn't mean you know what the fuck is going on in their private life. And if you've heard something, it's a rumor until you see it.
Okay, so somebody's on that list that I really like or that I respect, and I had no idea, but I, and it's like I have a photo with this person. So
Somebody you respect.
I'm
and
1
have
degree
obviously
from
met.
Epstein because I'm standing in a photo next to this guy he's a physicist. Now, it's not uncommon for those guys to ask for grant money for whatever they're doing.
Yeah.
I met him in Canada at some science friggin' conference I went to, and he was one of the speakers with Richard Dawkins. And anyway, I got to meet the guy, and he was super cool. He wanted to talk to me because I had a Marvin the Martian T-shirt on. That's how I came. Yeah,
That's what got him. He said.
that's how cool he was. Yeah, and he came over and poured me a shot of this crappy Apple Crown Royal. I've seen so many interviews with him. He's a brilliant guy, right? And he's a physicist and whatever. And then when the whole list thing comes out, and he's one of the names on it, and then I see a photo with the other guy I mentioned, Dawkins, sitting at a table with Epstein. I'm going, oh man, is that guy just so ensconced in money changing hands that's why he's being seen everywhere?
I mean, listen.
I really don't want to find out that Lawrence Krauss is.
It's the money game, right? Is it that big of a deal that people with money associate with people with money? I mean, look at a microcosm in the place where you're at, whatever state you're in. People with money know people with money.
And they want to because they want to look good knowing people
with money.
Yeah.
It's social credibility, and they also may need a favor, right? If you need a favor, you want somebody who, I mean, it's like you're a musician. If you need insight into something you don't know about, you're like, oh, let me call my buddy.
Right.
Because they're a buddy doesn't mean you know intimate details about them.
Yeah.
I mean, I know some intimate, crazy details about some buddies that you've overheard or just were privy
but that's
to.
Just that you overheard.
Right. Unverified.
Have friends that swear they know everything going on behind the scenes in Washington. I'm looking at them like, my God, you sound so stupid when you say that. You can't possibly know. You know what I mean? There's a billion moving parts to all that nonsense. Who knows what's going on, bro?
Well, listen, it's like
it's
anywhere.
It's a global corruption scheme, and
it's a country club. Okay.
And you ain't in it? Is that the whole joke?
Yeah, as a whole. But as a whole.
It's a big club, but you ain't in it.
Right. But these guys know each other. They knew each other since grade school. Very few just popped out of nowhere.
Do I still look nervous?
No, you're relaxing.
I don't even know what the hell you're talking about.
I thought you looked nervous because you
Is it the glasses?
Maybe it's the glasses.
Because I'm not drumming?
You know what it is? Maybe I said nervous earlier. I said you look nervous, but maybe it's not that you look nervous. You look intense. And that's different. You know what else is kind of different? So we have the lighting. We have this kind of mellow,
I'm digging
static and dust. I like it too. But it also it's kind of otherworldly. I don't know if it's the drinks, but it's cool. So, but
thank you for my 2 martinis, but they were fantastic.
Well, they were pretty good. Belvedere. I mean, they make I like Belvedere. See, I'm ignorant to when it comes to vodka. I'm new to the vodka thing, and I don't want to say I'm an expert now because I'm not. But
Belvedere's really good. Kettle One really
there's differences,
good.
Right? Not all vodka tastes the same.
Potato vodka is really the real deal.
Yeah, okay. Because you can make vodka out of anything.
Out of shoestrings. But
actually, there's a local Louisiana brand that makes out of sugar cane. We should talk about that. It's really cool, actually.
There's this vodka I had when I was over in Europe, and it comes in it's called Dansk, as in Danish, I guess, Dansk. And it comes in an aluminum, you know those Budweisers that come in the aluminum bottles?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. It's a really nice silver aluminum screw top bottle. It's got a red label that says Dansk. Really good.
Dance.
I learned a lot about vodka over there. My favorite drink is a polar bear. At least that's what the people in Scandinavia call it. And basically that's just a glass with ice cubes in it and vodka. And the ice and the vodka gets so cold, it winds up tasting like water, and you can just slam them.
Yeah. See, that sounds right up my alley. Something called a polar bear. By the way, forgive me. Every time, you're trying to do something and the next thing you know, somebody from Facebook Marketplace is bothering you. So anyway, so
Is that what that is?
yeah, yeah. I'm always trying to buy some stupid shit off of Facebook Marketplace, and it's a problem. I don't even know what it is. It might be Star Wars related. It could be weird. Everything from curtains to Star Wars related. Anyway, so it's called a polar bear.
That's what.
Tell me about it. What is it essentially?
It's just a glass of vodka with ice cubes in it.
Okay.
I don't know if they. That's when I learned to drink vodka.
It's so cold that
There's no lemon juice in it. There's no lime juice. There's no. You put ice and vodka, and after the first sip, your tongue goes numb because it tastes like a doctor's office.
But have you ever had a Ciroc with baby oil in it?
This is some weird joke. I don't know what
No,
that's
it's called a Diddy. But anyway, go ahead.
Jesus Christ.
Ciroc's his brand. But anyway, so polar bear, maybe that's the drink of the hour if you're sitting and
I'll just take
watching
mine
this.
with a straw.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
so
No, I have no idea.
anyway, we digress. So that's interesting. So yeah, anyway, just because you know a billionaire doesn't mean you are an intimate part
Right.
of his world. I mean, the fact that
Well, I
they're
mean,
billionaires, they associate with people, and
The
that's
fact
how
that
they made it.
these people are running crazy with, well, everybody's in the list. I'm like, a lot of the people in the list are people he's complaining about investigating him. That's why their names are in there, because he's like sending emails and whatnot. We got to get this guy off my ass because he keeps asking these questions, and we got to get that kind of shit. So
Right.
yeah, there's a lot of people's names in there that are in there because whomever had a problem with them.
The guy's a billionaire because he knew all the millionaires. I mean, that's it. Period. So
Well,
let's get back to this interesting thing we were kind of talking about with
President's Day?
Jodie Foster. First of all, it's kind of unusual. I wanted to touch on that a bit.
There's a whole thing we need to read, or I should have read it,
What?
about her where she talks about that guy stalking her.
Oh, so she's addressed this before and
Oh
talked
yeah,
about it. That's
apparently
interesting.
it was a big deal, more than me joking about. I'm not really joking about it, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah.
What had she starred in by that time? I mean, I had seen.
Well, that was the first thing. I mean, she was young, Russ. That was the 80. That was I'm not sure when Taxi Driver came
But
out.
she was young in the film. Yeah.
Oh God, she looks like she's 15. Also, so there was another tie-in I forgot to mention to you this morning at coffee. Is Ted Levine, our favorite actor that played Buffalo Bill in Silence of the Lambs,
Okay.
with Jodie Foster, right? He is now jumping on the woke train and disowning his performance as that character because he thinks that it portrays trans people in a bad light. It's like, dude,
Wow. It portrays
a psychopath. That doesn't mean
it portrays a psychopath. Yeah.
He's virtue signaling is my point.
It's always virtue
He
signaling.
doesn't need to do that. He's a really great actor. Everything he was in Heat. He played a cop in Heat. He was great.
Oh, that's true.
Everything he does, he's good. He doesn't need to disown his best performance ever.
The one who put him on the map. I mean, it's kind of like clout chasing. I mean, but it's all
Dude, when I think
it's all static and
think of a
dust.
trans person, I don't immediately go, "Oh, you're probably like Buffalo Bill. You're probably nuts, and you're going to make a skin suit." I digress.
I don't even think about that. I don't even think about any of that. I kind of just look at it. The person's nuts or not. There's nutty people on all sides.
I meant to tell you that this morning. That like after I started reading about the Hinckley stuff, I guess that's why his name popped up. And
yeah. I think that's stupid. Like, and I hate it when musicians or artists do that. Like, oh, I really don't like that song. It's like, well, fuck you. That was my favorite song.
Right.
Like, can you just leave it alone?
Right.
Like, leave it alone. It's okay to be who you were.
I can't stand that dude. Well, I fucking hate the band Pearl Jam. Anybody charge this X amount of dollars for these tickets? It's like, come on, dude, you don't.
Yeah, and then they came out with like 47 live albums. Do you remember this? They came out with a live album. Every show was like $20. I never understand it because me personally, if you hear a Pearl Jam song 3 times, you're done.
If you hear one of them 3 times, you've heard all their music.
Now, the only cool thing about Pearl Jam is the song Jeremy, because my name's Jeremy.
I got burned out on their music before anybody knew who they were because I told you I worked in that promotional office with
Okay.
and we were talking about Mars Volta.
Yeah, the Mars Volta.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Juan Alderete, the bass player, John Alderete, when he was playing with Racer X, the guy I showed you the photo, me and him.
Yeah.
That guy. That office that I worked in at promotional company, because it was called American Noise Music. We handled promotion for different bands.
Okay.
And when Pearl Jam's, I guess they put out a 3-song EP before their first record or something like that. He got some advanced copy of that and he started playing it, dude. Like, I heard that song alive probably 600 times before it ever made it on the radio.
So he wore it out for you.
Oh my God, bro. I mean, a few times I heard it, I'm like, this is really fucking cool.
Yeah.
I like the band. I'm a huge Soundgarden fan, right?
Okay.
Anyway, so I'm listening to the song. He wore it out on me. And that's about the time I moved from LA back to Dallas. And by the time I got back to Dallas, because everything happens first in LA before it gets to the rest of the country, all of a sudden it's on every radio station. It's in every bar. And all my friends were like in love with Pearl Jam. And I was so done. I was like, I can't listen to that shit.
You're like, I caught that show.
Why,
already.
bro? I'm like, cause it's just like too much. It's like over.
I've caught it. Yeah. So, I mean, I want to talk about that because I find that interesting to go back again. Cause we do that. We bounce, we go here and here and there. I mean, it's a conversation, with the Jodie Foster thing and Hinckley.
Yeah.
And there's parallels between art and people who become are works of art and people who become obsessive and crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, we even look at the John Lennon thing, right? So Mark David Chapman.
Same crazy shit.
Obsessed with Catcher in the Rye. And can we back up again?
Dude, back up as far as you want.
Beep. Beep, 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 beep. I'm at Home Depot. We were talking about this guy was trying to impress a 15-year-old girl.
Yeah, by killing the president.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure by pew-pewing
think about
a member of the government. That's crazy.
Think about that morning. He woke up.
I know what.
He's got his fucking butter knife and his goddamn toast, and he's putting butter. He's like, I know what I'm going to do today.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure now I don't really obviously pursue 15-year-old girls, or not since I was probably 13. But there's better ways to impress a 15-year-old girl than that. That's insane.
I never heard. Was Reagan like friends with her or her family or something?
I don't see the correlation other than that being
makes
inspired.
No sense. I'm president because I think some actress in some movie might dig it.
I think it's so desperate for them to know you that they thought like, okay, this will make the headlines. Again,
he'll be like Manson, where all of those lunatic whack job hippie women are writing this guy letters in prison wanting to marry him,
Well, it's like, so this is like, I mean, again, with the celebrity and obsession that we still have. I mean, we still have this with true crime, and we still have this with random Netflix films and nothing against Netflix or streaming companies, but people are obsessed with people who do awful things. Now,
right.
But is it to put their own primal instincts in check? Like, oh, I don't do that shit. Like, right. I wonder, or is it to feel like morally superior? Like, I thought about
I like our conversation this morning with
you can't say her name. Well, so at our corporate coffee house,
I didn't say the last name, but
I don't know her last name. But yeah, let's talk about that. Our little buddy at the corporate coffee house.
The outlandish story she's told me. I mean, you hadn't even gotten there yet when she's hitting me with it, and I'm just looking at her while she's talking, and in my mind, I'm like, every time I think I'm fucking crazy, somebody tells me about somebody out there
that's doing
shit that I'm going, I wouldn't do that in 4 million years.
See, right? I walked in a little late. I was late for duty at coffee. Late for duty at coffee. And I walk in and she's in the middle of this crazy story. So just give you a little insight. It's a buddy of ours at the local coffee shop, and she's having a tough time. She just moved to Louisiana, and I guess she's trying to get to know people. And so naturally she's gone on social media, or not social media, the dating apps, right? That's not social media. And apparently there's just villains and creatures on this app. And she was telling us a little bit about the misadventures of that.
Yeah.
The recent one is pretty hilarious. We can't get too specific because, well, one,
in my mind,
they might be watching.
In my mind, I want to say it, but I just.
The
He presented
person,
himself as an altruistic Christian individual who didn't want to drink at all and
just
basically filling her head full of bullshit. And then it became, but can you come pick me up?
that's when the shit starts.
And then,
when
and
you
then,
ask a woman to come pick you up,
can you-
besides me, because I don't drive, and then that's
can
just
you
the way
pay
I
for
go.
my drinks? And then apparently he got blotto fucking drunk, and then he started saying all manner of inappropriate things. And
According to the story that we heard, we should say trying to seduce,
Isn't it-
poorly seduce.
Who wanted the
I reckon.
poo-poo platter?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you could consider that a.
Well, I don't want to say these sort of words because
I mean, I don't know nowadays.
I don't know.
Nowadays, you know, hey,
we're going
if
over.
somebody wants to hang you, they'll make it up. So
From what I understand and what was told to me, the guy really got handsy
Totally.
while she's trying to operate a vehicle, which can be tricky, especially on Louisiana roads.
my favorite part, though,
What's that?
the fact that on the first date, she let him know where she lived, let him in, and he just happened to leave his key in her apartment to where when they got back after the date, after the disaster that was their date, he got to go, well, I got to go inside and get my key. Well, where'd you leave it? I don't know. It's in there somewhere. So now he's back in her apartment. So continue.
Dude, it's kind of interesting to me.
Mistake.
Right. So a guy who's been married for, like 10 plus years or whatever, to hear these misadventures of dating.
Yeah.
And also I was slightly before, there were some people that I knew who, 10 plus years ago who met people on dating sites, Match or whatever it was back then. But evidently the creatures and the features on dating apps now are different thing. I mean, she showed us pictures from him, this like weird guy with like a Gene Simmons tongue, and he looked like he had just rolled out from some dark bayou or something.
Right.
Speaking of which, Lana Del Rey's got a guy from the bayou. I heard he wrote a song with her. So some women are into that bayou slinging, whatever. But it's funny to watch the world through her eyes. How old is she? She's young.
She's turned 30, right?
She just
had her
turned 30.
birthday like this week because her mom came in town.
God. And she's great. She's fun, but damn, I'm glad I'm not like on that road to wherever the hell it leads. I mean, because she told us actually it was another lady who we were talking to there, and they started getting a conversation, her and this other person, and they said something that cracked me the fuck up still. I still talk about it. Hat fishing.
Oh, the girl from Hammond.
Hat fishing. What did she say? She said,
you heard it more than I did.
Yeah. So what's funny is like, okay, but you see the same errors with women. One, there's a couple. The way something starts is sometimes the way it ends, right?
Sure.
So, and I think that's an old proverb, adage, or something. Someone told me it once, and I found it in my own life.
That's kind of like the more things change, the more they stay the same.
It's kind of like that. One of those like adages, cool. But she says, well, I needed help putting something together in my house. Naturally, I reached out on the internet.
Yeah.
Like, call your sister, call your friend, whomever, right? Because sister-in-law, you don't have a man in the house, obviously.
Remember the day she was telling us this, and I'm like, yeah, I got a rubber mallet if you...
Yeah. It was so weird. Dave, like all of a sudden, by the way, I'm not hat fishing. I have hair.
Come
Dave,
over, I'll bring my hammer.
Dave all of a sudden gets this ADD moment. She's like, yeah, I needed to put something together and this and that. She has that accent because she's from, I forgot, where's she from?
She's from Hammond or something.
Yeah, Hammond or somewhere, and they kind of have an accent like this. It's kind of
Thibodeau or Hammond?
Thibodeau or something. It's half Frenchy. It's a little this. It sounds like a port accent, basically, which means, port accent is something we say. We have them in New Orleans, everything else. Basically, you have these people pouring into the port, and you have this kind of mixed fusion
an amalgamation
of
of everything.
Exactly.
New York.
So she's like, yeah, so I needed something, put together or whatever. So I put this on the internet, and this guy says, yeah, I'll help you.
The guy that came over with the... You got a beer?
He's like, next thing this guy, before,
now I remember the story.
Before this guy even fixed something, he sits his ass on my sofa, asks for a beer. And I said, well, I mean, look, he came over. He's trying to help you out. Okay, you reached into the internet abyss. You never know what you're going to get. You got a guy who happened to sit on your sofa and ask for beer. There's far worse things.
I was telling Mel about the hammer. It was I was telling about the hammer.
Yeah.
Because she was saying she was going to get somebody, one of these guys that she doesn't even know that she met online to come over and help her build her furniture. And I'm like, listen, I got a rubber mallet. If you,
let's back that up.
Meaning don't get some total stranger. You're a good looking chick. You don't know who the hell's coming over.
Well, let's back that up.
Right?
So, yeah. I mean, a little advice. Don't reach out into the abyss and ask for help.
That's fucking stupid.
So so two of our friends, two lady friends, reach out and say, I need a little help with handyman stuff. And then they're surprised by, or they're surprised.
Crypt keeper,
Yeah. So she says, so he sits on my sofa and asks me for a beer. And I said, nah, bro, you better put this together or whatever. And then she says, she cracks me up. I still love it. She says, he takes off his hat. He got no hair. He hat-fished me. I said, he hat-fished me.
I didn't even know there was a thing.
I never heard that. I've heard catfish, and she said, he takes off his hat, and he hat-fished me.
So if he would have had hair,
it might have been game
she
on.
was a player. Yeah.
Well, you never know. I mean, it might have been like,
oh, it's ridiculous.
I mean, it's like, he put my stuff together. He drank a beer. Yeah, you like the accent. She's sweet.
Well, it's like, okay, we're not going to mention names, but that idiot, the last idiot I told you I was seeing.
Yeah.
She tells me one day right in the middle of all this, like when I quit talking to her, like, yeah, put basically an ad like on Craigslist, and I got this roommate from like Homer or something like this.
Yeah.
And whoever this chick was that came to be a roommate.
Yeah.
Was an absolute lunatic and was only in her house like a month before she was like, I got to get rid of this person. I'm like, when did you think it was a good idea?
First of all, you're still using Craigslist. I worry.
Right.
If you're still reading Craigslist.
I don't know how she got a hold of this person. Maybe it was Facebook or some bullshit. But my point is,
equally scary.
You don't ever live. I don't even want to live with people I know.
Right.
I'm not going to just go randomly online and find some clown that goes, yeah, I'll rent a room for you for $250 or whatever it was.
It's one thing to play jazz, but they're playing,
those
they're rolling
where
dice.
The axe murderer moves from town to town because people have rooms to rent. That's what I'm talking about.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's the beginning of a horror movie or a Netflix special. But I think that's kind of reality that's been pitched to us too. Just ask for help and good things will happen. Wrong. Cat Williams has a new special.
Oh my god!
And it's actually pretty good. The last one I thought was funny, but this one's
right
better.
about now because he's telling it.
He's telling their secrets. You can't tell their secrets. Speaking of,
don't you remember when he came out on the show? I want to say it was about a year ago.
Yeah.
And
he
I
talks
saw
about
it, and I went, "Holy fuck!" Because I know what he's talking about. And I was like, "Oh man."
He's talking about shit that if we talk about it,
like I got friends who want to pretend they're into music business, and it sucks to say that because I'm not trying to sound highfalutin or anything like that, but I've had different experiences than people who drove to Florida and played a gig.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And man, I've seen some really fucked up things.
You're not surprised. You're not shocked.
I'm not even fucking shocked, bro, because I've seen
too much.
How many times have I said to you, Jeremy, you and I have yet to sit and have a real conversation?
I don't want to have those conversations. I don't want to know.
There ain't going to be no recording.
It's like, what's it called? Like, it's like the Matrix.
Just like I told you tonight about Hank Hill.
We got to edit that.
No, that's a reality.
Yeah, but it's like
good movie.
It's like
Goodfellas. Good movie.
Like Morpheus.
Yeah.
If you take this pill or take this one, I ain't taking the pill.
Yeah.
I already believe half the shit, and they say knowledge is power, but the road to wisdom is paved with sadness.
Right.
I need joy.
Me too.
I don't want to know what I know I don't want to know. All of that to say.
Yeah, because it shattered. My point is, like,
it's disenchanting, right? It
totally
steals from you.
It shatters your reality.
It steals from you. I mean, you want to believe that everyone who made it, everyone who got somewhere did it.
They want to be an ostrich, bro. They want to live with their head in the sand.
I kind of want to live in the sand.
Well, I mean, ignorance is bliss, as they say. But what I'm like, for instance, when we first moved to Baton Rouge from New Orleans, it's not a mystery. My dad was a U.S. Marshal and privy to a lot of shit. I've seen a lot of shit. I've read a lot of shit. He let me read that. Just at 17 years old, I was like, holy crap, man, I live in a horror movie. They make a horror movie. They make a horror movie with a guy behind a door with a knife. I'm like, that's not scary.
Yeah.
There's people teaching your kids in school who are absolute monsters, and no one wants to wrestle with that reality. They want to pretend this doesn't exist. Anyway, so my mom, who likes to talk too much because she's a Sicilian woman, is telling Miss Betty, our neighbor, what my dad was up to at the moment. I think I told you this. And at one point, they were investigating right up the road. Not only were they investigating friggin' Klan bullshit, the KKK, they were investigating Satanists.
Oh.
My mom's trying to tell Miss Betty this, and Miss Betty's like, I can't listen to, I don't want to hear this now. You know,
I just want to macrame.
yeah, like she didn't want to believe that that was actually happening.
See, I know and I believe,
You know?
but I don't need to reaffirm, or I don't need to, like, I believe that obviously there's circles and strange things, to get back on
Sure.
Cat Williams. Half the
Sorry.
stuff he said, no, it's all related. I mean, people say Illuminati and this and that, whatever. Dude, I believe it. I don't want to
It's
know
all there,
anymore.
bro.
I'm that.
It's not conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
It's conspiracies.
But also, because you get into this wormhole, you'll totally isolate yourself, and you can drive yourself crazy, especially with compulsive personalities.
And then they go online and start a YouTube channel and tell everybody they know the truth.
But the problem is this too. People don't believe the truth unless it comes from somebody who's not often credible, but credible only by, well, yes, they are credible because of celebrity. To match again, celebrity has certain
but see, that's the
things
problem
about them.
If you think that, if you're getting your news from some movie star because they were in a movie that you liked, you have issues.
Well, you got to remember, I hate to say this.
I mean, seriously, bro, these are just people.
And maybe we just sound like,
and a lot of them are not good.
And maybe I just sound like, the guy down here looking up. But a lot of the people in my life that I've seen skyrocket to the top didn't do it because they're smart.
No.
They did it because we don't even have to say it, because.
The nicest word is Machiavellian.
Right. And you don't even have to be smart to be conniving. Someone always told me that, a family member always said, you don't have to be smart to be conniving.
Yep.
There's people who are conniving and totally ruthless, and it doesn't equate to intelligence. It's just a way of operating. So, I mean, it's sociopathic, and if that's a word, and everything. My dog ate my homework. I don't have a dog.
I knew you weren't going to watch that movie.
No, I want to. I'm still going to watch it. There Will Be Blood. That's the film I still need to watch. I recommended listening to Mechanical Animals by Marilyn Manson because it's a very kind of unusual album. So what would you recommend to watch now?
How about every week we flip it? You pick a movie this week and I pick an album.
Okay. Yeah, that works. You need to go first, though, because I got to think.
Album.
Silence.
Well, sometimes the silence is golden. Didn't you ever hear that?
Yes, I have.
I would say the album 9 by Pill, Public Image Limited.
I don't know if I know that album.
Well, that's why it's your homework.
Is it on the iTunes? If not, it's
sure
probably on the YouTube.
It's Johnny Lydon, or Johnny Rotten, as you would probably know him.
Yeah.
From Sex Pistols.
I know. Yeah, I
it's
know
his
the name.
Fantastic band. Steve Vai played guitar on the first Pill album.
Okay.
Public Image Limited is what Pill stands for. It's one of the best produced. I swear to God, when I listen to that record, it's literally in my truck right now. I think
it's kind of, it just stays with you.
All
literally.
of it. Yeah, the topics, the musicianship, the actual production, the way that album is mixed is fucking next level.
So I'm going to go with a buddy movie because I feel like this was a little darker episode, which is not a problem.
No,
we got to talk about it.
I mean, you got that fucking top hat on and the fucking voodoo beads, and I'm staring at a skeleton with a Rush t-shirt on. What do you mean?
Yeah, and I'm actually wearing a really unusual little, see this right here? I don't know if you can see
I like going dark. Is that the frog?
This is a frog. This is a pre-Columbian Tirona frog. So let's go a little lighter. I'm going to recommend the film, a buddy film, but a deep buddy film, because everything's a buddy film. Like, oh, we're going here and it's comedy. This is Sideways. We both love this movie.
Yeah.
but it's deeper. It's not just buddies. I think it's a very revealing film. It kind of shows well, it shows a lot. I mean, it's about two guys who decide to go to wine country. One of them's getting married, kind of an actor, player.
Definitely going through a midlife crisis.
Yeah, this guy's going through kind of a midlife crisis, kind of a player.
Well, they both are really.
They are. They're both in a weird stage in their
Yeah.
life. One recently divorced,
Yeah.
who's aspiring writer,
Yeah.
and the other who's kind of an actor who's about to get married to a rich girl.
Right.
And they go for this kind of last hurrah, and boy, is it a hurrah. And it's just a great movie.
Virginia Madsen's like one of my all-time favorite chicks.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. One of the weird things about me is with films, I'll watch like 30 minutes to the end.
Yeah.
I'll skip the first, or sometimes I'll watch 5 minutes or 1 minute, the beginning of film, to 45 minutes.
Wonder if that Tarantino fucker's got a problem with Paul Giamatti.
Probably. He would have been in a film by now. Oh, wait. Was he in anything?
Probably.
I don't think so. But anyway, that's what I would recommend. This is Static and Dust. We definitely didn't say the F word that often. But
Really?
it's a little more unusual episode, but then again, we're still kind of tailoring things and figuring it out. So please hit subscribe, and there's so much more to come. If you like this, there's more to come. And if you hated this, there's so much more terrible
so much
comments
more
to
to come.
So exit through the gift shop, please.